As the famous saying goes, it's 3 times the charm here at Holy Name High School as we get the season underway finally. We tried Benedictine, no dice. We tried Saturday, no dice. But today, it's perfect weather. Mother Nature's minions could not harm this game this time around as we finally will have OHSAA Lacrosse at 6000 Queens Highway. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Holy Name Broadcasting's coverage of Holy Name Boys Lacrosse as the green and white take on a fellow green and white team and fellow GLC Holy War team, the Elyria Catholic Panthers. I am Nathan on the call for you this evening as we'll begin with a face-off. And once the whistle blows, as it does, the season is officially underway. A great year last year for Holy Name, 12-6 on the year, but ended by a Nick Gage goal to end the season as CVCA marched on in the next round where eventually the Jesuits of Walsh took them down. EC begins with the ball, quick substitutions. Bird checks in for Tommy Anko, as that'll be the first change. Freshman Anko looks to make a big run this year, taking over the footsteps and family legacy of the Ankos as John Anko graduated at the end of last year. EC, a new varsity program, had a JV varsity team last year, looks to have another big win as they're 1-1 currently with a win over Ridgeville and a loss against the Benedictine Bengals to get the season underway. EC begins with possession, has it on this far side where they will attack. That one goes behind Peter Rose, but a brick wall in net nonetheless. When you'll see him in action, you'll see why. He is one of the most highly touted in all the OHSAA. EC, they will set up, have a chance to work something around near the crease. Minute down, still 0-0, still looking for that first shot on target. Rose and a nice shot to deflect one. The nice run made, but it will roll. Ground ball across midfield and a gift-wrapped opportunity. Here come the green and white. Andrew Norris, the hockey player, takes it up the center and will now reset behind the net. Substitution, Anko checks in. Holy Name now has it behind the net. They'll take it around. Nice run. He made a shot from X is going to be deflected away. An excellent save made by the Panthers. It'll be Swanenberger in net. Give him his first credited save of the afternoon. That was a nice save. Just getting off the crossbar. X will have to wait for his first goal on the new campaign. Substitution being made for EC on the near side. It'll be Scott checking out for Varndell. Burrell checks in for the Green Waves to play some defense. You see the long poles. Last year, a big reason why Holy Name had plenty of defensive success was their ability to get up and down the flanks. Think Brock Boomsma and John Anko, 2 of the best Holy Name has had in recent memory. Varndell, the new check-in, will play it behind, bobble to the ground, as now will be a ground ball as Rowe sends it. Mardojan fighting for it, the goalkeeper, turn outfield player, getting some action early on today. Varndell makes his run behind the net. Another thing to keep in mind, no shot clock in high school. That's only a college and pro rule. Burrell pushing him away as EC will launch it away to no man's land. There'll be one last effort to try to keep it in play, but it will not work as it goes to Holy Name. That is some excellent defense being played. JJ Burrell, the sophomore, one of the main men doing it. As well as substitution for Holy Name as Jeffrey Bird sprints on off. You see him right in front of the camera walk it off. His job is done for the time being as Casey Estep checks in. It's Holy Name down the far flank. Anko hits, stumbles, stays up, launches it up the field. Let's go. Possession time.
Hey, Charlie. Break down.
Norris being told to settle by Coach Fedor. You can hear him. The 2022 Region 5 Coach of the Year. Humble man himself looks to get his team firing all cylinders as they have in years past. Ball goes to the ground. It goes back to the Panthers. They'll spray it up that far flank. 3 minutes in. It's still 0-0. 2 shots combined. 1 save and 1 miss. Grimes gets the ground ball. Flag lower first penalty, and that will stop it immediately.
Hey, White, we're man up. Man up. Anko, you good? Man up. Anko, you good?
And it will send someone to the box. The first time this year, it'll be Cole Varndell who will sprint off the field.
Casey, bring it down here.
The call given by the near judge, illegal check. He'll be in the box for 1 minute, so you'll see him again at the 7:54 mark. So Holy Name will set up at midfield. They have a man up for 1 minute. Will it haunt the Panthers, or can the defense hold up as they did on the first offensive attack the Green Wave had? It was an excellently worked chance for Rodriguez, but an excellent save and goal by Swanenberger prevented any damage. Still 0-0. Can the green and white side of the Parma Holy War get on the board? Rodriguez Nice save once again by Swanenberger, and he'll just put his net down on it. An excellent bit of work in net. Rodriguez over 2 on shots. 2 great shots nonetheless. Now Swanenberger, no man's land, has to have a heave-ho to get rid of it. Point have a gift-wrapped opportunity. Norris bobbling for it. It will bounce up in the air. A ground ball being given. Norris swats down. Will keep it on the ground, and now we'll take it on the near flank. Another chance. Holy name 2 shots so far. Bobble on that near side. Plays the top. 6 seconds until Varndell will check back in. And now the clock will hit 7:54. You hear Mr. Anko say in and in as Varndell plays in. The chance is over. Can Holy Name still make something happen in the dying seconds of the possession? And now officially they can man up on defense. Anko spins right, launches, and another save by Swanenberger. Give him his 3rd in the first 4.5 minutes of play. Bobbled by Varndell, who grounds it as he checks back into the game. Here he comes down that center flank, and a nice bit of defense being played on that far side by Matthew Rzyski. Hitting it away, and they'll make EC have to reset as they will make some substitutions. In the meantime, Torres will check in for Joshua Taylor.
X, watch your left, behind you.
Whistle will blow with 7:17 on the clock.
Offense, pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up and go. X, you need one.
So you need to pick it up.
Go.
Whistle blows, and here we go. Clock resumes. 7:15 on the clock in Q1. Anko near side plays it behind the net, looking for goal number 1 of the regular season. Rodriguez cannot get it. Bird to check back in for the Green Wave in place of Andrew Norris. It goes near midfield. Both teams trying to keep it up. Rodriguez gets it and moves it up the field. Here we go. Xavier Rodriguez launches. Nice pass inside behind the back. No good from Anko. Another nice save by Swanenberger between the posts. Holy Name will keep possession. But what a job in net by Swanenberger. Another excellent save. Some great shot selection from the Green Wave. It's just, when there's a brick wall in net, there's only so much you can do. Now 6:48, we will have a stoppage on the clock. Substitution will be made for both teams. Rodriguez looks like he'll have to check out as he's grabbing his helmet. So Cameron Ramsey will check in the offing. Now he runs onto the field. 6:48 still on the clock as we're waiting for things to go. Here we go, Holy Name without Rodriguez. Can the offense get something going? Who will become the new target man? Anko gets it. Thought about it, plays it behind instead. 6:34 now on the clock. Here comes the Green Wave. Substitution incoming as Patrick Fair will check in. Substitution being made. Now Bird has it top center. Plays it to that far side. Rodriguez will go to the box, ready to check back in a minute. The offense is going to need him back on us. We're about halfway through the first. Still no scoring. A couple of great shots, but Swanenberger, a clinic and a brick wall in the sticks for the Panthers. Nice ball by Anko. Ball around Bird. The nearest to it for the Green Wave is launched away for a ground ball on the far side.
Man ball.
EC boxing out for it. It'll be post on that far side, and it'll be whipped up. Ground ball taken up by Farrell. Launched up. Heard the timeout call being given, and a timeout is granted to Coach Fedor. It's been an exciting first half of a quarter for the Green Wave and the Panthers. Shots alike for both teams, but still nothing to break the deadlock. It's 0-0. We'll return to Parma Heights in a minute. Back underway here at 6000 Queens Highway, still 0-0. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. For those of you wondering why I'm not in Chardon, Ohio, the softball game got canceled about 2:30, so 2.5 hours later, I am here and calling the boys lacrosse game that was supposed to have happened Saturday. Why didn't it happen Saturday? It's Northeast Ohio, and of course, the week before Easter, we're going to have snow on the ground, so that explains what has happened in the last 48 hours to catch you guys up. Holy Name looking for goal number 1 of the year. It rolls behind, not the start on that possession. Holy Name wanted, as we'll go back to the Panthers. As Rzuski could not get it, Rodriguez will jog on off as Cam Ramsey checks in for him. As well, I do apologize that the clock isn't exactly perfect today. It's only a one-man crew, as there are other things that need to be done today, and it's only me here. So get used to the clock. A shot and the goal for the Green Wave! That is a start you want. Finally getting it in the back of the net, and who else but Phoenix Hedgie for goal number 1 on the new campaign. First of many for Phoenix, the sophomore now. 1-0 Holy Name lead with 4:59 on the clock. It was a long time coming, and it's been a well-earned goal for Phoenix Hedgie, who last year was the heart and soul of the offense when Andrew Mueller was struggling. And now, without Andrew Mueller, it is Phoenix Hedgie's offense to run, and he has proven that. 1-0 advantage, Holy Name. Well, things worked well in the possession, except for the way that setup play worked. It hit behind, rolled around, eventually Holy Name got it back, and then had an excellent shot from Hedgie going in the back of the net. They've been waiting for the goal, and finally they got it. Whistle will blow, face off as we are back underway. 1-0, it rolls the Holy Name's half of things. Varndale to trail, the junior for EC bobbles it, tries to keep it in play, and it will go out of bounds. Holy Name getting momentum back on their side completely. Rodriguez will check in for Norris. So another offensive set here for the Green Wave. Anko takes it up the center. Now here comes back Norris. Goes behind the net, Holy Name. That's how the first goal was set up. Hedgie will take it. Plays it back to Rodriguez. He had a couple shots so far defended. The launch, the shot, and another nice save by Swanenberger in between the posts. He loses his netting on the attempted pass. That will be a wardrobe malfunction, as the clock will definitely stop for that one. That is a new one in the game of lacrosse, ladies and gentlemen, that I have not seen. The stick has broken. There is no more net, as the coach will hold it out for his goalkeeper to switch it out. You can see it right here. How does that even happen? You can see it right there. It's definitely 2 pieces. I might have the question if that one was purchased from like a Landmark or somewhere that sells pool equipment. It looked like one of those pool nets. Nonetheless, 4:22, clock still stopped, and for good reason. A nice save. Maybe needing to get a new stick after this one, but that is for after the game. Right now, there's still plenty of lacrosse that has to be played. Whistle blows, we're back underway. Holy Name still on the attack, as it would have been EC ball, but unfortunately the wardrobe malfunction prevents that, as Holy Name will look to get their second on the board. Hedgie will take it from behind the net and play it back. Anko. Now back to Hedgie, who has the opener for the Green Wave. Norris gives to Anko. Anko looking for help. He'll be flushed back, spins right, and will play it back behind the net. Norris playing the role that Mueller played last year. Ball was around Bird, couldn't corral it in. Ground ball taken by Bird. He is hit. Ball on the ground. An almost gift wrapped opportunity for EC, as it was right there. Rodriguez spins out of it. Nice play across the center, out of the reach of Jeffrey Bird. Before he even rolls out of bounds, the whistle will blow. It will go back to the Panthers, as they'll make a sub right now. Varndale checks out of the game as Francois checks in. Start ball. 3:30 on the clock. Ball's going to roll around. And a shot in the goal! Holy Name now has made it a 2-0 game, as Michael Rzuski, I believe they're originally giving him credit for the goal, maybe Norris, and now they're going to say Andrew Norris is the goal scorer. Nonetheless, Holy Name a 2-0 advantage. An excellently worked goal, starting from the ball going out of bounds 10 seconds later to the back of the net. It was a slow start for Holy Name's liking, who last year was averaging north of 8 goals per game. Now is on track to hit that number as it's 2-0 with 3:24 still to play in Q1. Another face-off. Maybe about a minute and a half between the goals. As one went in, it was inevitable. Second would happen.
Drive it.
Ball falls. We are back underway with the ground ball on Holy Name's offensive side of things. Going to roll around and eventually be scooped up by Kellen Burns, a sophomore on the far side. Here come the Panthers once again. Since that first possession of the game, no real shots. A nice box out by Anko. And it will...
Drop! Anko, drop in! Anko, drop
It will appear to be EC ball.
No, Casey, top left!
And now coaches are giving instructions right near us here. You can hear them on the mic. They're trying to have the offense hopefully be able to set up from some defense. An opportunity for the Panthers taking in and flushing him out of JJ Burrell, who in his minimal actions today has made a big impact as EC has gotten close to the net, but Burrell has flushed him out both times. Burrell greeting the Panther behind the net once again. Plays to that far side. Sledding with it will be Burns. Burns, ball played behind the net. Nice run in front of the goal in no man's land. Burrell scoops it up, and he'll play behind. Goes to Peter Rose, who easily takes it in. And now the offense can set up, starting with Peter Rose in net. He's going to be chased a little bit by Burns on that far side. He's well out of his net. Outreached by Burrell. This could spell disaster. Rose needs to get back in net. EC fighting for it against Margosian, and Margosian scoops it up. Maybe a goal-saving play. And it will still be EC ball.
Charlie, your middle. Casey, top left. Casey, top
2:10 on the clock.
Charlie, you're in the middle. Let's go.
Panthers looking to set something up before the quarter ends. Grimes looking for help. Plays behind the net.
Let's freeze.
Ball's going to bounce around and picked up by Peter Rose. Chucked up the field to Anko. A nice pass from the junior goalkeeper, one of the best in all of Ohio. Rodriguez checks in for this offensive possession on the far side. Minute 40 now on the clock. Holy Name looking for their third. EC still looking to hold up on defense and get there first. Anko checks out Bird back in. 90 seconds now remain on the clock in the first.
Man up.
Holy Name has made something out of nothing a couple of times this afternoon. And that's how both goals came to be, one from Hedgie and then the other one from Norris. Rodriguez launches the shot and he finds the back of the net. He's been due for that goal. And Xavier Rodriguez, just as the weather said, is 3 times the charm on his third shot. Makes it now a 3-0 ball game. It's threes all the way around at 6000 Queens Highway.
John, I can't stress this enough. You better play good defense.
He's been due for that goal. He's been due. You've seen the shot selection he's had today. 2 excellent missile shot. He can arguably be on a hat trick right now and no one bat an eye. And Jeffrey as well. You hear Mr. Anko saying he had a nice pick. We'll let Mr. Anko give some feedback here.
Nice pick, Jeff Bird. Nice.
There we go. Mr. Anko doing his due diligence on the clock. That's a Cicerchi field shot, Mr. Anko. 1:16 on the clock. 3-0 Holy Name. When it rains, it pours, and it has poured since the clock hit 6 or lower. 3 goals in that time period. Face off, here we go. Nice box out by John Fossa to get it. He will be hit for his troubles. Ground ball, Ramsey fighting for it and gets it. The inevitable hit was worth it, and there goes the flag. Holy Name's ball, and finally the whistle will blow and stop play. But an excellent job by Fossa on the face-off to get possession, at least hitting it towards Holy Name's side. Ramsey checks out as well as Diego Nunny. In minute 4.
Going back in at 34.
It'll be a 30-second timeout for Grimes. He'll be in the box until the 34 mark. Rodriguez looking for his second. Holy Name looking for their fourth with a minute to go in Q1. Been an excellent second half of the first quarter for the Green Wave team, who have looked like a completely different unit since that 6 o'clock mark. Whistle will blow. 47 seconds on the clock. So we're still waiting for the 34 mark where Grimes could check back in. And it appears that X has had another wardrobe malfunction for the helmet, so it looks like he'll have to come out.
way.
Sideline.
He'll stay in. 47 on the clock. 13 until Grimes will check back in. Whistle will blow. We're back underway. 45 seconds to go. Can Holy Name find their fourth? And another easy save made by Swanenberger. Mesheranko counts down, and welcome back to the game, Charlie Grimes. 30 seconds now left to go in quarter number one as we have some players hit the ground with 29. Looks like we're going to have a very slow end to this first quarter as we had 2 stoppages in the last minute. Now the game clock's as close to our clock as possible. 20 seconds. EC can take last shot if they want it, but they need the goal soon. They're looking for the best shot possible at the moment. Run being made, played behind the net. Can EC find their opener before the first quarter buzzer sounds? Bounces in front of the net. A dangerous opportunity. Bounce around. The 3-2-1 countdown is happening. One last-ditch effort will not sound. There goes the horn right near us, and there the whistle alike. End of one. It's all Holy Name. It didn't start off that way. The first 6 minutes goalless, but the last 6 minutes, 3 goals courtesy of Rodriguez, Norris, and the main man himself, Phoenix Hedgie, will step aside. 12 minutes in the books. It's all Holy Name. 1 quarter in the books here at 6000's Queens Highway, and it was a tale of 2 parts in the first quarter. The first 6 minutes goalless, with the second half with 3 goals, all for Holy Name courtesy of Phoenix Hedgie, Andrew Norris, and then Xavier Rodriguez with 2 nice shots defended nicely in net by AJ Swanenberger, but finally was able to beat the junior goalkeepers. We're underway in the second quarter. And we already have a whistle. 4 seconds in, ladies and gentlemen. Once you look at that, and now we're back underway. And now the Panthers will take it up. Still looking for goal number 1. A couple nice opportunities so far. Peter Rose, 3 saves, has been a brick wall, and has come back as advertised after last year. A nice intervention move by Rzuski to prevent any damage. Rodriguez has to look behind. Finds it into the netting, and now here he goes up the center flank. Looking for help, gets to the side. Norris a shot. Norris a goal! That is an excellent team goal for the Green Wave. All started by Matthew Rzuski, backing it around, playing it up, and then finally played into the back of the net by Andrew Norris, courtesy of Xavier Rodriguez. When you talk about team lacrosse, ladies and gentlemen, that is the textbook definition of it. It's a 4-0 ball game. Holy Name dominating the Panthers. What can you say? Defense turning into offense. I will say it again. That goal was not possible without Matthew Rzuski's intervention, blocking it down. Rodriguez being patient, looking behind, finding the perfect pass to Norris, and sliding it to the left side. So here we go, 11:29. It only took 31 seconds to get that goal. 4-0 Holy Name. They have nothing to lose right now. Ground ball to the near side. Anko getting the face off and gives it to Ramsey. Holy Name wins another one. Holy Name will play it up, bobbles around in no man's land. E-step going for it. He'll now go into an attack for the Panthers. A nice swish move by Grimes. He'll take it up the center. He'll be hit and lose possession for a second. A nice job by Ramsey to do the job he needed to do. Barrow plays it up to Norris, who's currently on a double. Behind the net it goes, bobbled away and lost behind the net by Hedgie. And he'll go the other way. Leyland Walker will check in and then be told to circle back. EC will take it up with 10:55 to go on the clock. Play behind. EC needs to take it out of their defensive half. Almost loses it. Ball on the ground again. Another hit by Rodriguez, and E-step combining for the 2 football linebackers doing the business. Rodriguez, that one once again goes behind Hedgie and will go the opposite direction. It's Groundhog Day. And you can hear Coach Fedor stop throwing the ball away. 2 excellent jobs done to get possession. One on the face-off from Anko, another one, the hit from Rodriguez and E-step. You got to be able to catch the ball if you're Phoenix. He is the heart and soul of this team. It starts with him. He needs to be able to get that ball. He'll have plenty of opportunities to make up for it soon. Played up, another nice job on the intervention as it rolls right around here, right in front of the camera. As we go right below us, you can see the shot right there. But once again, guess who was there? Matthew Rzuski getting into the ball. He is putting on the clinic defensively. Him and J.J. Burrell filling in the footsteps of Boomsma and Anko. They vacated after graduating last May. Ball kicked away and will go to Burrell. Burrell has to trail back and scoop it. Still bobbling right in front of net in a dangerous area and just flipped away. Rzuski gets it to Rose and launched high. Goes and greeting it is Bird. He gets it wearing Boomsma's old 97. Takes off that right flank. He promised a celebration in front of net if he scores. Will he score? He takes it. Plays behind the net to Hedgie. Flag play to be on EC. Play the far side. Rodriguez, the shot. Nice save in net by Swanenberger. The whistle will blow with 9:46 on the clock. We'll see the foul. The refs convening about the call. The flag's still on this near side as Bird jogs off.
Ridge, come off! Ridge off!
So Bird will check back in. Walker will check out on this near side for Margosian.
2 fouls, both on the same player.
Oh, just kidding.
Green, 5/. 1
Jeff,
minute.
we're running 1.
It's going to be a total of 2 minutes though. First minute's locked in. And there's going to be a second 1 minute slash.
Hey, Xavier, catch and stop right away.
Ref, is the second minute releasable? The second one's releasable.
Move it quick, Andrew. Move it quick.
I believe it's 2 slashes for 2 minutes, 1 non-releasable, 1 releasable.
Right now.
All the same player on Andrew Post. And a shot, and that was in the back of the net. A rocket bolt launched into the goal for the Green Wave. Unassisted goal. Xavier Rodriguez, I believe, will get credit for that one.
Jeff. Hey, cam off. Jeff.
Who scored that?
Jeff, who was that? Xavier.
And Rodriguez, that was a wake-up call, unassisted. Rodriguez, the rocket shot. There he is, celebrates in front of the net goal. There he is.
Hey, X, take the weight. Man up. Take the weight.
He will check in again.
Down at the 40. He's going to put it to you right at the 45.
And now 5-0 game, 9:41 on the clock.
We're man up. It's his spot.
Another face-off incoming. Rodriguez on the double so far today for the Green Wave. And still plenty more to go as the face-off is won by the Green Wave. And they will trail back, and Ago gets decked. There the flag's flying. He was decked blindsided. A clean hit if it wasn't from behind. Holy with the flag down can score. Rodriguez gets to the hat trick. 3 goals before halftime with still 9:25 to go in the half. Rodriguez, another missile, finds the back of the net. It's a neighbor party tonight on a beautiful Monday in March. It's 5-0. But there we go. Now the clock reads 5-0, so.
Mike, when's the first one technically released? They're both released. The first one was a one.
Both have been released.
One goal, so he was
So now we say 5-0 game.
I assisted. You get it.
Yes, sir.
Stay where you are.
We're still trying to make sure. It says 5-0. We're going to go with 5-0 on the clock.
No, they'll go. Who fed you on the one before?
It'll be 5-0 game.
Two hands, Casey.
With 9:21 on the clock.
2 hands, good. 2 hands.
Now here we go in no man's land. One of the goals will not count, it appears.
Loose.
Nice flip up, but no one there to get it. Eastep trails back, gets it. Being hit from behind and a shove there by post.
Timeout, White.
And a timeout call by Coach Fedor. The avalanche has begun in quarter number 2 with 9:08 on the clock. Holy Name leads 5-0. .908 left to go in the first half of play. It is all Holy Name Reds to the end. A 6-0 game. Rodriguez on the hat trick. Hedgie has one. Norris has one. And then finally, Michael Rzuski, who had the opener this quarter, has a goal. A nicely worked one. Holy Name working for number 7. Playing in front of the goal. An opportunity behind the back. No good on the shot from Hedgie. Bounces around. EC can now play it from the back. The deep holes need to get rid of it. He'll just roll on the ground and give Holy Name yet another opportunity to score.
Hey, here we go. We're going to run Spade.
Butler now in the game. Aiden Butler, 3-sport athlete here at Holy Name High School. Football, basketball, and now lacrosse. The Jackrabbit, a jack of all trades.
Get ready, Case.
Here is on the near side. Bird gets it on a low pass. Trying to get it in. Hedgie behind the net looking for help. No one on the near flank where he's looking to pass it to. Butler will float towards that area. Hedgie behind, plays the Bird. Bird will go from one end to the other, looking for someone to get open near the crease. Plays it top. The launching effort from East Step bounces just over the net. Good idea from East Step, couldn't execute, but it will stay with the green and white. And the beautiful thing about lacrosse, unlike most sports, it's a melting pot of pretty much every fall and winter sport. You see guys who are football players, basketball players, hockey players unite for one sport, and it's intense. It's something beautiful to watch. When Brock Boomsma and Phoenix Hedgie can play the same sport and both be elite at it, you know you have a winning recipe. Anko going in for his first regular season goal. We will have to wait a little bit longer as it goes across the face of it and goes out.
Casey.
East Step will check out now on the near side. Ramsey will check in. It'll be EC ball on that far side post. Who had the last penalty that sent him to the box will take it up with 7:47 on the clock. Moves to the right of Bird. Butler will greet him. Can he play with some physicality? Yes, he can. Takes it to the ground. Flag will finally fall. Butler did a little bit too much. Whistle will continue to sound now as Butler brought it up the center. Be a hole against Butler. Got a little bit too much of a grip on him. It'll be a 30-second in the box for Butler. A little bit too much physicality from the Jackrabbit. He knows what he's doing. There he is right in front.
Nice job, bud.
Butler's first varsity involvements. Hey, Butler, how are we feeling after that one? Hold. Hold, 30 seconds for Butler.
Pick your poison. Hold your push.
Unfortunately, Aiden Butler not really too happy with it, it seems, not thinking it's a hold. Goes behind. Here comes EC with an opportunity to score with one less man on the field for Holy Name. Butler will check in a moment once the 30 seconds is up, as it'll be a quick 30 seconds, as the ball will just bounce down the line. EC still has the upper hand on the possession. Has an opportunity. It'll go down. Ramsey bobbles it. It'll go to EC. Near the 7-minute mark now of the second quarter, 6-0 Holy Name lead. In front of goal, the spin move flushes him back. Being hit, and Margosian frees it away. Goes center, Butler releases. He'll sprint back into the frame of action. Grimes in there bobbling away the ball for EC. Margosian gets a piece, flies it in the air. This is an extended ground ball. Grimes gets it, goes back to the ground. In the middle of nowhere, the low center of gravity, Butler wins the day for the Green Wave. He bobbles it again, slashing it towards the ground. No slash, just kind of the way they're hitting it down. Now rolls back right near midfield. They're kind of tiptoeing that line. Bird finally gets it, and a push called. It'll be green ball.
Drop, Jeff.
Now Bird will have to drop back. The push will probably be on him. 6.5 to go in the quarter and the half alike. That side to launch the shot. Rose maybe got a piece of it, but nonetheless will roll on the far right side end zone. Now the bugs are starting to come out. You can kind of see them a little bit where we're standing. Unfortunate, but that is the kind of unfortunate nature of spring sports in Ohio. You're going to have the bugs. Burrell has it behind the goal. The deep pole launches it up. Butler going up for the jump ball. It'll roll behind him as it'll go into the stick of Ramsey. He launches it up. Excellent defense for the Green Wave. Let's turn it into some offense. Nice pass in. The shot bounces just by from Hedgie. No good.
Put it in the net. Every time. You can't just put
Now here we go. Play behind the Bird. Bounces around. Bird will have to retreat back. We do a correction. It'll be Landon Wilson, number 16. Number 2 is Kellen Burns for EC. Bird, the shot will go wide right of the post. Still, Swanenberger putting on a clinic in net for the Panthers, despite the score. Nunny will now check in for the sprinting off Butler. An offensive possession for Holy Name. Can they set up for goal number 7 with still 5.5 to play in the half? Hedgie looking for help. Numbers in the crease. Substitution incoming for the Panthers. It'll be Varndell. Swims around, goes in, and Phoenix Hedgie cannot find the back of the net. Flag will fall, as it appears it will be a foul against EC. This will be a slash. Evan Rowe, the freshman, will check out. 1 minute, you can see the near judge giving us that sign. Nunny checks out for Anko.
4:13.
Gotta be a highlight goal.
4:13, 9.
5:13 on the clock. 1 man down. Can Holy Name take advantage and make it 7? Varndell's about to check in. He now has to wait a little bit as there'll be a man in the box. Rowe will be back in shortly. Holy Name's had a couple of these opportunities to score with a man down for the opposing team. Unfortunately for them, they have not been able to, but luckily for them, they've been able to when the full team's on. 4:13 will be when Rowe checks back in. Bird has it, play behind the net. Hedgie takes it, run being made by Rodriguez on the near side, swims left, already got a hat trick, plays center. No look behind the back. Norris finds Tamianco on that far side. Plays in. Nice run. He made the shot and the easy goal for the Green Wave. Right place, right time for Holy Name as they now make it a 7-0 ball game. A well-worked team goal with 4:47 on the clock. Nothing more you can ask for it. It's a Namer party tonight and a beautiful March evening.
Hey, I need a wing. I need one. I got you, coach. No, axe off.
Couldn't see exactly who was in there for that goal. Rodriguez was in and around the net. Could have been him.
Hedgie from Anko.
We're giving Phoenix Hedgie from Tamianco, if I'm not mistaken, would be his first regular season assist, maybe second of the game. He's had a nice game so far. Still looking for goal number 1. So Hedgie now on 2. Rodriguez on 3. Rzuski and Norris the others. It's been a Namer party. Nonetheless, it's 7-0 as Fossa checks out. Holy Name still not satisfied. Up 7, looking for more as Margosian sprints off. Does a nice job to get off the field of play. Give a little fist bump as well for his efforts. He's played a nice game so far. Might give Charlie a hard time, but he's a pretty good lacrosse player, I do have to say. Rzuski gets a piece of it. Loses it this time. Burrell getting in the action. Another deep pull fighting for it. It will be walking the last line of defense, but they won't need to use it. Nunny cuts left, bobbles. Now it will be a ground ball played up nicely by Burrell and in the offensive half. Nice little bit of a clip on that far side from EC to prevent any damage. Varndell gets it back. Nice defense played for the Panthers, and that one will send a Namer to the ground on a nice move made on that side by Vardell. Nothing else you can do but laugh. The thought about shot not taken by Scott. He'll cut back. Played on that far side. Vardell looking for help. 3.5 to go about in the first half of play. Play behind the net. Rose will go to greet it. Burrell now goes. Cannot get a piece of it. A high pass played up to Owen Rowe. The freshman plays it back center. Thought about it once again. Scott instead plays it off to Vardell on that far side. Rodriguez to greet him on the backside. Clips it away and the ball will bounce away as Burrell plays it to Peter Rose. The deep pulls, putting on a clinic for the Green Wave this afternoon. Nice no-look move by Rodriguez. Again, it swims over, cuts right. This is a spin cycle move from Rodriguez. He is hit from behind. Flag will fly clearly. Can Holy Name score? The shot. Hedgie, the move, and the goal. That is a thing of beauty for the hat trick of Phoenix Hedgie to now make it an 8-0 ball game. Rodriguez was grabbed by the horse collar, trying to be dragged down, but Phoenix Hedgie, the poacher in front of net, could not be denied. The Namer party continues to make it 8. And the flag will be waved. Rodriguez being hit, but he's a running back. He knows how to take those hits. You can see him hitting his chest there. That's the beauty of having the camera right on the sideline. You have the players right there, and you can see it. There's still 3:11, ladies and gentlemen, to go in this first half. And Holy Name, just like the snow on Friday and Saturday, shows no signs of stopping.
Just like Andrew. Now you have 2 options.
This was not the first half that was expected. Not at all. But they've done an excellent job to rebound from the last game that they played regular season. Keep in mind, going into this game, the returners still had the memory of CVCA fresh in their mind. And Coach Fedor knows that as well and did an excellent job to get his players ready and get that game out of their minds and now focus on a new calendar year as this team looks like they're playing the best lacrosse we've seen them play in Holy Name Broadcasting's coverage of Holy Name lacrosse. Estep being clobbered with the ball. Vardell finally takes away for EC. Their trademark of good defense once again being played. Vardell running it up the center, looking for a potential spark. Vardell will drop it before the shot. Right place, right time. Farrell washed up before he's clipped. Goes up to Bird. Bird avoids a hit from post. Here he comes on the right side, looking to make it 9. Bird plays it back. It will go to Farrell. Rodriguez, top arc. 2:20 to go in the first half. Goes behind. Holy Name, can they work in a 9th before the halftime buzzer? Hedgie on a hat trick so far. Plays a nice ball, but right out of the reach of Rodriguez. A nice sprinting effort from Norris. Cannot keep it in play. EC will take it back. Farrell will check out. So we will see Ramsey check back in once again. 2:04 on the clock. Still an 8-0 ball game in favor of the Green Wave. Norris being hit to the ground on that far side. Nice move by Popes to spin out of the hit. And now he'll be hit again. Whistle will blow as Ramsey will be getting hit. But he does enough to get possession, it appears, for Holy Name, who has one potential opportunity to set something up as Ramsey does his job, sprints off. So now Nunny will check back on for some offense with 1:45 on the clock. Coach Fedor giving us instructions right near us. Rodriguez being hit, being clobbered. There the flags fly. He was waiting for those. Rodriguez cuts left. Last time he was hit, it resulted in a goal. This time he loses his stick, and that will probably see someone go. Spend some time near us by the camera. And there it is, cross check on Vardell. He will come visit us for the second time this half, and he'll have 30 seconds to do something, assuming Holy Name doesn't score before then.
A rare moment when they matched up.
Yeah, right. I was like, no, he just.
Hey, sir, do we have a touch or do we need one? We have a touch? Thank you. Hey,
So 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds left to go before the half. EC just looking to go into the locker room down 8 or 7. Holy Name looking to add on to the onslaught and let any opportunity EC wants to get back in this game go to waste.
Keep your head up. Go, Trips. Strong moves.
Man down, here we go. Goes behind the net. Hedgie plays it back low past Anko, but he gets it, goes down, and now will be played out by Hedgie, who has a hat trick so far. Played back to Norris, another goal scorer. A lot of goal scorers for the Green Wave so far today. Ball on the ground. EC holds up on defense. Does a nice job to get it. It'll be Francois. And now we'll have an opportunity for EC to get some offense going, but a nice intervention move made by Margosian to avoid the danger. Once again, maybe a goal-saving effort as the clean sheet is still intact. Vardell steps up. He'll be coming back in around 15 seconds. Bounces it in, goes behind the goal, and he'll go the other way. So Vardell looks like he'll be coming back on with an offensive possession potentially to work with. E-step checks out, back in, Ramsey sprints in, 43 seconds on the clock.
Jump him, Jeff. What are we doing?
EC just trying to methodically take it out. We'll go to the goalkeeper, Swanenberger. You hear the countdown.
2, 1,
And Vardell is back in, releases the heave-ho of dreams. Almost right there, an excellent effort being made by Carpenter. Tried to do something with it, but all for naught. Bounces up. Here comes Holy Name. Can they make it 9? 20 seconds on the clock. Norris bounces to the far side. Bird. Checking out is Ramsey. Checking in Nunny. Bird being flushed back out. 6 seconds. Here we go. Nice ball being played. Going to bounce around. Norris is hit. He goes to the ground, and that hit will send us into the half. The horn will sound, and we will go into the locker room with Holy Name flying high as of late. It is an 8-0 game with all 8 goals coming in the last 18 minutes of play. The defense that the Panthers played in that first 6 minutes of play has seemingly gone away, and the offense that Holy Name is notorious for has returned. We'll take a timeout here for 10 minutes. We'll be back on to bring you the second half of this exciting game. Holy Name looking to start this year 1-0. Third quarter about to begin here as it does. Face-off goes in favor of the green and white. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan. We have the call for you this afternoon. What has been a great game for Holy Name so far as they lead 8-0 over the Elyria Catholic Panthers. Been a game that has been dominated by the last 18 minutes where Holy Name has scored all 6 of their goals. EC's defense started off well, but has been broken down slowly. Rodriguez and Hedgie both on hat tricks, and the other goal is coming from Andrew Norris and Michael Rzuski doing the business for the Green Wave. In goal, Peter Rose, 5 saves, but for the Panthers, they had the leading saver on the team as it now makes it 8 for Swanenberger, who has done an excellent job in goal despite the score. 30 seconds down. Here we go. Another offensive possession setting up. Anko still looking for his first goal. Any goal contribution will be a hat trick for him in that department. The launch, and another nice save by Swanenberger, denying Tommy Anko his first career varsity goal. Launched up the field of play. Nice job by Burrell to knock down the stick. And another nice job by Margosian to get it to Rose. So Burrell and Margosian tag-teamed the defense and prevented a goal, or at least a one-on-one shot against Peter Rose. That is the deep holes making a huge impact in the early stages of the second half. And now can the spacing work for the Green Wave? Played back, Rodriguez, he'll lose it behind. Now it's gonna roll a little bit. And we'll go back to Rodriguez, does a nice job to retrace his steps and take it back. We'll go back to Bird. Minute and a half down in the new half. Bird, pick being set by Rzuski for him. Working off it, run being made, goes to Bird, spins right, spins left, the shot, and it bounces! Into the back of the net for Jeffrey Bird. They're going to give him the goal, his first on the year, and make it now a 9-0 game. He promised a celebration in front of the camera. Don't know if it's going to come on over, but nonetheless, it's a 9-0 ball game, and Jeffrey has finally found the back of the net. He can celebrate that one. His Holy Name is 1 goal away from making it a double-digit lead. The domination continues. And the assist being given to Hedgie. So now that should take him to at least 4 goal contributions, goals and assists.
3 goals, 1 assist.
So I'll give him 4.
4 points.
4 points so far today for him. He's had a nice day, as nice days go. Ground ball on the faceoff goes to Holy Name as we're back underway. 10-12 on the clock. Rodriguez will check back in shortly.
There's no possession.
EC has it, gonna play to the center of the field, Francois. Near side, it goes to Scott. Scott behind the net, gonna bobble around. Nice defense being played by Charlie Margosian. Spins out of it and plays it up. 2 great plays on 2 defensive possessions in a row for Margosian. Here comes Norris, bobbles around. Hedgie gets it, a shot. A nice save by Swanenberger in between the sticks for the Panthers. Stegelmeyer goes to trail for it. Holy Name not done yet on the offensive. They will reset. Here we go again. Hedgie near side. Rodriguez will trail, goes right, spins left, cuts right again, checks back, and will now walk it off and play it away to Bird. He will bobble and take it in on that far side. What a nice job by Margosian on defense to play it up and give Holy Name an offensive possession to work with once again and try to make it a double-digit lead as it goes out of play and back to the Panthers. Haven't called Stegelmeyer's name much yet today, but we'll call it now. Transferred in from Cuyahoga Heights to Holy Name and then transferred to Elyria Catholic. 3rd school in 3 years. He now looks to make an impact for this team against the school that he once called home. Bird takes it in front of the net, looking for his second, and he finds the back of the net, making a double-digit advantage for the Green Wave as Jeffrey Bird has caught fire. 2 goals in 3 minutes for the defensive line and offensive line sophomore. 10-0, 9:06 on the clock. Holy Name is soaring. I've said it a couple times today, but what's one more time? This is classic Holy Name lacrosse. Goals galore and a defensive clinic. This is the perfect start to the season that Holy Name needs. And they have some tough opponents this year. One mainly, Benedictine, seeing former Holy Name guy, Athens Fisher. That'll be a tough, tall ask to win that game on April 20th. So 9:06 on the clock, 10-0 game as we're back going. Ball on the ground for the ground ball, post fighting for it, scoop behind. A nice job to keep it for the time being. Nutty will then scoop it up in the end. So Holy Name will look for goal number 11. Substitutions will be made as Butler will check back in. Played in, bobbles around, almost finds the back of the net. Whistle blows. We don't know if it's a goal or not. Do we have a goal? Let's find out. And no, we do not score. It took a lot. You hear them saying we're recording. Here we go. Anka will jog on off. It will be Ramsey to check in. 8:45 still.
Go. He just called it go.
The other guy ran in and said, no.
Wait, now we're going to go with goal. This might be the least glorified goal in lacrosse history, but nonetheless, I think they're going to give it credit. They're saying it's Norris's goal and make it his second of the game. I can tell you one thing right now. It's an 11-0 ball game, I think.
Update the scoreboard. That's a goal.
We're hearing it's a goal. There goes the scoreboard. Our end was already updated. It's 11-0. The least glorified goal ever in the sport's history, but nonetheless, a goal's a goal. A win's a win, a goal's a goal. And Holy Name well on their way to go 1-0. Whistle will blow, and it's white ball.
Right here, Diego.
So here we go once again. Substitution incoming as Ramsey will check out. Sprinting out of the field is Farrell. Holy Name looking for lucky number 12. Behind the net goes Hedgie. Plays it back into the center. Nutty bobbles it, going down low to retrieve it. He will fight through a couple of Panthers and lose it. Goes on the ground. Ball continues to roll. It will go back and scooped up by the Green Wave, who now look to set up the offense once again, looking for their 12. Bird, low pass to Nutty, but he's able to get it.
You're right, Cole.
Nearing 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Played it back. Farrell goes to the center of the goal, being hit from behind, runs around, launches it, and will go behind. But Holy Name will keep possession, right place, right time. Played inside. Norris Bobbles tries to hockey stick it in, but cannot, as it will go into the netting of Swanenberger. Ball be launched up. EC calling for it to be slowed down, and they'll have time to do so. As a substitution will be incurring here for Holy Name. Ramsey checks in for Nunny. Here come the Panthers, still looking for their first goal to make it a 10-point game. Whistle blows, and it goes the other way. Rose will play it out from the back. 7.5 to go in the quarter. 11-0 game. Here comes Norris, who's on the double. Played center. Nice run. The shot will go over. A rocket launched away as Rzuski was looking for his second. A little bit too much zip on the shot. So here comes Holy Name once again. 7:16 left to go in the third quarter. 11-0 lead. Bird with 2 this quarter and Norris the other. Bird on the far side gives it back. It'll be a give and go most likely as he retrieves it back from Phoenix Hedgie. Goes central now to Farrell. Near side goes to Tomianko, still looking for varsity goal number 1. Played inside Hedgie. The underhand shot goes behind. Flag flies. Whistles blow. Now we wait the official call, and here comes the official to give it.
That's your fault, though. Green. 21. Slash. 1 minute.
It'll be a slash going against Nico Torres. He'll be in the box for 1 minute. He'll come back with 5:53 on the clock. So once again, Holy Name an opportunity with EC, a man down. Holy Name will take it out from that corner. E-step gives it central to Rodriguez, flings it back. Rzuski bobbles. Stegelmeyer gets it, picks it up, and will go down the far flank. Launches it into no man's land. Burrell there for the Green Wave, along with Margoshin, who tries flicking it away. And now retrieving it in the end is Norris, who goes behind the back and finds Rodriguez, luckily, as he cuts right, as he outpaces Dobrich. Plays it in, nice high pass, gives it in, and an underhand slotted home goal for the Green Wave. Phoenix Hedgie making his 4th goal of the afternoon, and it's now a 12-0 ball game. Once again, an excellent team goal for the Green and White, set up by guess who? The defense. That was a beautiful goal. So that will obviously release the man in the box. So Holy Name maybe the first or second time they've capitalized on a man down situation for EC. It's a 12-0 game. Peter Rose, though, haven't mentioned him much, but for good reason. He's not had to do much as his defense has played immaculate tonight. Now 6:24. About to go back to our face-off.
X, that was your fourth.
Ball goes down, bobbles around, and finally it will go. Right as the clock restarted, we'll restop with 6:16. The running clock, it appears. We're on the clock. Quick check out as Ragazzo is back out of the game. Anko comes back out of the game. It's 12. Holy Name looking for a baker's dozen. Halfway through the third quarter, 12-0, 4 goals scored so far in this frame. Holy Name last year averaging 8.67 goals per game, well above that tally now. Plays it back to Aguilar, his first touches of the game, a newcomer to the team, bobbles it around, and it'll go to Garrett Scott. Timeout being called aggressively here by Coach Francois as he wants to regroup. 4 goals in 6 minutes for the Green Wave as they are still soaring as high as ever. It's a 12-0 game, and Holy Name showing no signs of stopping. Back on from the timeout. We will have a running clock from here on out for the most part. 12-0 with 5.5 to go in quarter number 3. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smith. The call for you this afternoon, or we might as well call this game the Xavier Rodriguez and Phoenix Hedgie show, as they have dominated this turf, picking up where they left off last year as the main 2 contributors on the offensive end. Vardell will take it behind the goal for the Panthers, who are still looking for some kind of offensive spark. They had it early in the game, but since then the defense has held strong for the Green Wave, led especially by J.J. Burrell, along with Charlie Margosian and Matthew Rzuski, the 3 D poles, putting on a clinic. Rodriguez, who's had an excellent game so far, set to check back in a minute, and he will go back on the turf. Ragazzo checking out. Less than 5 to go now in the quarter. EC scoops up the ground ball. Scott being hit. Flag will fly probably against Rodriguez. He'll take it down that left flank, looking to get something going as EC will have a man down opportunity for the Green Wave. Rose, that's his first big action of the game and his first big save at the same time. We'll have a full line change for the Green Wave. It'll be a 30-second timeout in the box for Rodriguez on the push. But what an excellent job by Rose, getting down dirty and blocking it away.
Hey, where you going for?
Rodriguez trying to sneak away from the substitutes coming out, but he'll be in here for a couple of seconds. And the last substitution will be East as he jogs on off. Rodriguez surprised the call was on him.
Step and rotate.
But Rodriguez still nonetheless, we'll say it while he's here in the box can hear what we're saying. He's had an excellent game so far. Nothing more that you can want from your star man as Rose snatches that one away. He'll launch it on up, and a nice job to pick it out of the air by Norris. He will take it up with 4 to go. Nice pass inside. Hedgie grounds it, goes back to Norris, rolls around. Rzuski to help. Bird to check back in a minute as Ramsey will check back out for the green wave. Rodriguez releases back to full versus full with 3.5 to go. Norris looking for help, will bobble it down, goes to Rzuski, outstretch him, Stagelmeyer goes for it, he runs around him and eventually boxes out the taller man, the former Holy Name man nonetheless, and gets it back. Margosian checks out, we'll have a change in the deep poles as Barrett Dorsey checks in for the first time to my knowledge. Burrell will also check out in the meantime as we will have Nick Margosian check in. And now here we go, Rzuski checks out. Substitution will be halted, 3:04 on the clock. Walker will take his time going in. Matthew Rzuski, J.J. Burrell, and Charlie Margosian, the 3 deep pulls who have had a dominant performance today, all checking out, getting a well-deserved breather. If they don't check back in, they dominated today and shows that Holy Name's defense still looking as good as ever. As you talk about domination from defense, it started with those 3 gentlemen who, in all 3 of their first career varsity starts, look like they've been doing this for years. Butler has it on the far side. Can the Jackrabbit add another sport to his plethora of ones that he dominates? Norris near side looking for help. Finds Rzuski behind the net. 2:20 on the clock in Q3. Still 12-0 game. Low pass. Bobbles down. Stagelmeyer gets a piece. Bird goes in for the hat trick. And a nice save by Swanenberger. Just hits off his stick at the right time. And it will stay with the green-white. Clock continues to run, around 2 minutes left to go in the third, 14 minutes overall. Norris has it that far side, will take it in. Plays it into Rodriguez, who's going for some more goals, already dominating today. Him and Hedgie, I believe, combining for 8 of the goals. Rodriguez being hit, goes in, launches, goes to the ground before the shot could launch. Nice job by the EC defense. Here comes Lind. Amani Lind bobbles it down, has to trail back, and right there is Garrett Scott to launch it up. Bobbles away, Vardell tried getting a piece, could not, goes to the ground. EC fighting for the ball on the ground, now here they come once again. Played behind, here come the Panthers. Can the offense finally do something? Vardell bobbles it away. He'll keep it, resetting. To open the scoring for the Panthers. Post sets up, launches low, and goes wide to the left. An excellent shot, just not on target as EC unfortunately cannot find the back of the net. Now a minute on the clock in Q3, still 12-0 since the clock has ran. No more scoring for either team as the defenses have traded blows. Play to that near side, goes below the stick of Grimes. The nearest namer is Leyland Walker. Near him, 40 seconds now on the clock in Q3. Walker will step up to greet him. In the crease, it's pretty crowded with green and white alike. Rodriguez gets a tip. Bird fighting for it, slashes down on Dobrich. Goes behind, he'll scoop it up, and now has numbers to look for in the crease. Still congested with green and white alike. 25 seconds on the clock. Dobrich goes from one end to the other, and another nice job done. Rodriguez the first time, Butler the second one, kicks it away. It'll still be EC ball, who has one last opportunity to play it in the crease for the goal. Bobbles behind, Dobrich loses himself for a second. Butler trying to kick it away, goes for it, still a fight, 2-on-1. Rodriguez aids the battle, Vardell wins the day. He'll take it up, and the last second of the shot bounces over the net. The horn will sound, Rose holds up, so does the neighbor defense. And we go into the fourth quarter with it still being a 12-0 contest. For this game being as far away from a close game as it is, we're still having plenty of fireworks. 12 minutes left to go before Holy Name can put a win in the win column. 12 minutes left to go in regulation at Holy Name High School at Cicerchi Field. Holy Name well on their way to winning their first regular season game of the year in what is a new era with a young team after graduating, I believe it was 19 seniors from this team. If you're just tuning in 9 minutes, be on the call for you this afternoon. It was been a game dominated by Holy Name. EC was in it for the first 6 minutes, 0-0 after that point. But since then, Holy Name has been able to step it up big time. 12 goals since then. And a big reason why they've been able to step it up is the defense playing as well as it has. Peter Rose making another save. And there's another one as he skies it behind. And it will stay with EC Burns trailing for it for the Panthers. But Rose, one of the best goalkeepers in all of Ohio, still putting on a clinic, as well the deep pulls. The three that were in for most of the game, Matthew Rzuski along with Charlie Margosian and JJ Burrell had played really well on the offense. How can we forget about Xavier Rodriguez and Phoenix Hedgie putting on a clinic goal scoring as they are well on their way to earning co-honors of players of the game along with Peter Rose. You might have to have a clean sweep, might have to give 3 players of the game. It's been a dominating performance from this team today as they have looked like a force that could really turn some heads this year as long as they can keep doing this against some other tougher teams that they face down the stretch this year as they have some tough opponents. Looking at the Padua game on May 1st that we will not be here for, as Holy Name Padua will be a softball game as well that afternoon. That's where we'll be. 10:45 to go. Flag will fly. The first one on the new frame. It'll go against Holy Name. Vardell launches and almost goes in the back of the net. A nice save by Peter Rose. The whistles blow. Holy Name will go down a man. Who's the man that's going down? Be a 1-minute call. Let's see. And it will go against Matthew Rzuski for a minute.
29. You're in the box.
He'll go to the minute in the box. And we'll find out how much time he's going to be in the box once the whistle blows. So 9:05, he'll be able to come back in the game unless EC scores before then. EC still looking for goal number 1. Got really close in the dying moments of the third quarter. The launch and the low shot hits the side netting post, the shot. And now here comes Holy Name. Peter Rose, a fish out of water, out of net, launches it up. Almost an opportunity to set up the offense just off of Meredith's net on the far side. But Peter Rose going out of his comfort zone and taking it up that far flank almost to the halfway line.
9:05.
So 9.5 left to go in regulation. Here come the Panthers once again. Rodriguez in the box on the corner. Played in. Rose easily retrieves that one, goes over to it like an outfielder. Another attempt to go find Meredith. Also rolls past him. Anko jogging for it as well. But it will go before he can get to it. 5 seconds left to go until we can have our substitution. Gotta wait for the whistle. What they're saying, basically 2 seconds. There's the release. 8:55 left to go non-regulation. Here come the Panthers once again, still looking for goal number 1. Around the world goes Rowe. Plays it back over the head of Wilson, but he's able to retrieve it. Thought about it, plays it behind, goes high. Able to retrieve behind the net by Rowe. EC trying to space the floor and trying to find a shot. Vardell trying to cut right, being greeted immediately by Ramsey. Forced to flush it away, gives far side, Burns. Burns being met by the jackrabbit on the far side. Takes it in behind the net, running near it. It could be a rip with the round shot. Bounce around, piece gotten by Burrell. Ball's gonna roll, another ground ball, launched behind by Walker. And the clock will stop as we do have an injured neighbor on the far side grabbing his right knee. 8:08 left to go in regulation. We'll step aside for an injury timeout. Injured player on the far side, J.J. Burrell, being helped off. Getting initial reports from the players around him not being good. He's being helped out of the play. But Coach Fedor's over there along with our trainer helping him off. It's the right knee. People around him said, as well as JJ said, he heard a pop. Definitely not what you want to see from a young man who has really impressed so far this afternoon. But a classy move out of the Panthers. You can hear their coach, Coach Francois, saying for his Panthers to get on a knee. A very classy move from a GLC rival, all in the respect in the world to Elyria Catholic. A classy opponent and what has been just an awful moment for someone who has played such a great game so far. Hoping the initial reports aren't as bad as it seems, that he can get back to playing lacrosse soon. But more importantly this time, we're just hoping he's okay. We still have 8:08 left to go in regulation, but still a devastating moment for Holy Name, especially if he cannot come back in this season. Hoping we'll see him Wednesday when they take on Lakewood here on Cicerchi Field. We are back underway with just around 8 minutes to go, but just an awful moment. It would have been a great game for the Green Wave nonetheless.
Reset.
Now here come the Panthers, looking to get some offense rolling in the absence of Burrell. Substitution coming in as Regazza will take in as the D-pole, replacing Burrell pretty much like for like. Plays back to Vardell. Vardell plays back, bobbles around. Vardell, if anyone's going to score, as Mr. Ronco, I believe, said, it's going to be Vardell. High pass goes over the head of post. And that was going to roll into the bench, but a last-ditch effort being made. And it's kept in play. What an effort by Wilson to keep it in for the Panthers. That is giving your all for the team. You hear Mr. Ronco even giving an applause. That's nice hustle. You got to respect that. That's play of the game for them. Just the score doesn't matter. He hustled us hard on. That's all you can ask for. EC, you have one heck of a player in him. Just nothing else can say. Very impressive. Fair play. 7 on the clock. EC still circling like sharks at their prey for goal number 1. Post getting close, a shot, and it goes in the back of the net for the Panthers. They have been due for goal number 1, and finally it finds the back of the net. Andrew Post goes high on Peter Rose, and they finally take down the brick wall and make it a 12-1 game. A beautifully worked team goal from the Panthers. They've been wanting to do that for the last, at this point now, almost 42 minutes of lacrosse, and finally they get the goal and get the ball rolling.
I think it was 50? 16. Going ahead on the wrong. It's landing.
And he just had that hustle play down here.
So 12-1. Goal from Andrew Post. I believe they're going to give the assist to Landon Wilson on the hustle.
And he had the hustle and he got the assist.
Yeah, he had the assist. The goal was for Post. We can confirm that. But had the hustle play, and he well deserved the assist. I think everyone at the table right now can agree that man deserves an assist. Fair play to Landon Wilson. Rose looking to launch it. Launched it out. Margosian out. Looking for some help. Margosian giving direct orders. Gets Bird onto the field. Does a nice job to get him there. Directing traffic. Being the leader that he needs to be. Here come the Panthers once again. Scott. 1 goal can lead to 2. Can the Panthers find it? Post checks out in the crease. Going down. Rzuski hits Francois down. Rose gets it. Rose still has it. The heave-ho. Cross midfield. Whistle will blow. And it'll be a crease violation. Fossil will be yelled off of the field. Ragazzo quickly checks in for him as it will be EC ball in a dangerous position. Quick substitution as Grimes checks in as well, sending Rowe to the sidelines. Another substitution incoming really quickly as Patrick Farrell will try to get into the game. EC setting up on the offensive, less than 5 to go in the quarter.
Let's do something.
Meredith checks out.
Where's my shark?
Scott playing on that far side. EC looking for numbers in the crease to get some help on the offensive. Play behind, a high pass goes off of the stick of post. He's going to trail for it, try and make a hustle play. And just like on the last possession with Landon Wilson, a hustle play has been made. Can EC make it 2 for 2 and hustle plays turning into goals? Nice swim move, but he's going to lose it. Margosian, the pressure being applied. Rzuski still in there being physical. He lays the hip down, bobbles around, and it goes to EC. Vardell puts it up, and he goes to the ground. Flag being thrown. It's 12-1. It looks like the goal will count as they're going to put the hands up. Make it 12-2. But now we have to turn through all of the penalties potentially. The goal will count. Now we have to see what the penalty is and turn through all this. Clock continues to roll. Here comes the official to give us the ruling. A little bit more conversation before they do so. And during this time, tomorrow we will be back on at 5 p.m. as Holy Name girls softball now begins the regular season against Rocky River, unless the game gets canceled due to weather, which is most likely going to happen, unfortunately. But still, we plan on being there.
Good. After the goal is good. You got to foul on white or unnecessary roughness. 1 minute.
Be unnecessary roughness against Xavier Rodriguez, who's right in front of us in the box now. Nathan Davis giving him a look of disapproval.
His forward momentum led him into me. It's not my fault he was little.
Xavier Rodriguez giving his opinion on the play. It's 12-2 with 3 to go. Xavier Rodriguez, a man of honesty, and that's why we love him. EC has 2 in the last couple of minutes. Looking for a third. Get it a little bit closer. Playing in. Grimes, the hustle in. Spins around. Bobbles it. He's being met by some deep pulls there. Ball on the ground. Ground ball rolls back to Scott. Scott cannot get it. Roll back. Vardell gets his net on it. Still being trailed. Jackrabbit shoves it to the ground. Whistle will blow, but the Jackrabbit lays the hammer down on Vardell.
He just got hit with the Jackrabbit special.
2.5 to go in regulation. High pass caught by Post. Looking to launch low. Hits away. Nice shot made by Kevin Ramsey to free it away. Here come the Green Wave defense to swarm the Panthers on the near side. Ball's rolling around. The countdown goes.
Coming in, Charlie. Right behind you, Charlie.
Rodriguez to sprint on in. Bird goes near the box. Vardell top can launch. Launches it. And a nice save by Peter Rose. Deflecting it behind. Danger not gone quite yet. 2 to go in regulation. Peter Rose can settle things down and get 1 step closer to officially sealing the first win on the new campaign. Spin made on the far side. Farrell. Ground ball rolls to it. Ramsey checks out. Here comes Bird. Bounce around. Vardell trying to get it as it rolls out of play. And it'll stay with the green and white, who could potentially put 1 more on the board. But still an excellent day all the way around from the green and white. We'll have many players of the game, at least 2, maybe 3. High pass. Butler gets it. It'll be a flag thrown on Vardell, mainly out of frustration on the hit. But Butler can set up the offense with 1:20 to go in regulation. 12-2 score right now. But spacing has been the story of today's game. Margosian sprinting off probably one last time. An excellent day from him, and the deep poles all alike. As we will see Dorsey check back in. Here comes EC, but the whistle will blow for the flag thrown before around 1 minute to go. As Vardell will check out for most likely the last time. Slash for 1 minute, and given there's less than a minute, his day will probably be done. So EC will be a man down until the end of the game or until Holy Name scores. Vardell's made his way over to the box, I believe, for the 3rd time this afternoon. Farrell will check out as well. 30 seconds now left to go in regulation. Holy Name 1 last attack if they want to take it. Butler spins to the right now, takes it, and a Jackrabbit will play behind Rodriguez, goes up high and brings it down. Swims through, launches, and almost the exclamation points. It goes wide left of the net and the back netting alike. That ball is gone.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. We'll reset. 1 last attack for the Green Wave to add an exclamation point. Anko spins in for his first career varsity goal. It's going to have to wait. It's blocked away. Nice job by Swanenberger in net. Played in front. He looked for the hat trick of assist. Could not get it. He will end his day on 2. Grimes bobbling away with it. He will take it up. The horn will sound. And there goes the final whistle. Game has concluded. Holy Name in the end lets up 2 goals in the final frame. But it will definitely not be enough. Your final score, Holy Name 12, Elyria Catholic 2, and what has been a great way to start the 2024 regular season. Your players of the game brought to you by Keon Sports will go to 3 players for the Green Wave. You got to give it to all 3 who made the biggest impacts on today's game. Phoenix Hedgie, Xavier Rodriguez. We'll leave it there, actually. We'll go 2. Peter Rose, his day will come, but we'll leave it at those 2 gentlemen as they were really the catalyst of the game. Peter Rose did his job when he needed to, but those 2 really made their impact known. Hedgie and Rodriguez, I believe they combined about 8 goals, but nonetheless, it's well enough to get the win over Elyria Catholic. Tomorrow, if weather permits, we will be at Holy Name versus Rocky River Softball. To stay updated on all the games we're covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put up push notifications to be notified when we go live. Our goal is to get to 1,500 subscribers by the time that Miss Chris hands me my diploma and tells me get lost on May 23rd as I graduate from high school. It's exciting times, about 2 months away. Still looking to get about 100 subscribers in those 2 months. We can do it with your support. But with that will do it. Finally, we have Holy Name Lacrosse, and we see a win. I've been Nathan Davis on the camera for the second half. Thank you for spending your Monday evening with us. Happy Holy Week, everyone. And as always, go Namers.